Hello everyone, today I'm doing a comparison between the Rhodia Webnotebook and the Quo Vadis Habana. So both of these notebooks essentially use the same paper. It's Clairefontaine paper here in the US, and they also have the same distributor, probably made in the same factory. I don't know if exactly, but yeah, all I know, same distributor, same paper. So let's check them out. The main difference between those two is obviously the size. The Rhodia is 5.5 by 8.3 inches, and the Quo Vadis is 6.25 by 9.25 inches. So this is a standard A5, and this one's slightly bigger. Let's line them up so you can see the actual difference right here. So say it's about like an inch here, and then half an inch there. So they both have rounded edges, as you can see, and overhang, and I've done separate videos on each one of those, so you can check that one out as well, or both of them if you're interested. Pretty much the same overhang here, and then you can see what they look like lined up here. This one's slightly flatter here at the edge, one's slightly more rounded, and the cover of the Rhodia Webnotebook, the Webbie, is way thicker, and it does not really give at all. It's super stiff. And then the Quo Vadis Habana has give to it. It's flexible, so it's still a hardcover but slightly more flexible. They both have a bookmark. Quo Vadis slightly longer, and they do look slightly different. The camera picks this up. There you go. So that's the difference with the bookmark right here. And then they both have an elastic strap right here. And the one on the Habana is slightly thicker or wider than the one on the Webbie. And then the Rhodia has the logo here on the front and nothing in the back. And then the Habana is really clean on the front, and then has the logo back here on the back, which I personally think is nicer. I like really clean looking cover. I don't really like having the Rhodia logo here on the front. And then also the cover is different. The Rhodia one has this rubbery smooth texture to it, like super smooth looking, but almost like rubbery plastic. And then the Habana has this really nice leather texture to it, even though it's not real leather, it's synthetic. So I think this looks like better quality, like classier, and just nicer. And if you compare these two, you can see it's really smooth. And then here you have the texture. So that's the difference in the cover. And this one's also, as I said, thinner, and this is a way thicker cover. It's kind of bulky in my opinion. They both have a pocket in the back. So the Webbie's black on the inside, and then the Habana is white. Obviously much bigger pocket since the notebook's bigger, but also the one in the Webbie doesn't come up all the way to the edge here, so it's slightly smaller pocket. And the paper is 90 gram on the Webbie, and then 85 on the Habana officially. But to me this looks like exactly the same paper, and one does not feel thinner than the other. It's almost when you touch and you feel the Webbie one, this one, the 90 gram paper, almost to me personally feels slightly thinner than the 85 gram one. So, and it looks exactly the same, and it performs exactly the same with fountain pens, as you can see here. So there's absolutely no difference. It's both ivory colored, so it looks, to me, it looks pretty much identical. And yeah, so that's essentially, as I said, the same paper. Cover is different. This one, as I said, has more give here. And I think those are the main differences and similarities between those two. What I forgot to say, yes, the Habana has, let me see, 192 pages, and the Quo Vadis Habana only has 160 pages. But since this notebook is bigger, you might actually get the same writing space out of it. I don't know if it's exactly the same, honestly. I was too lazy to do the math on that one. If you really want to know, you know, let me know in the comments if it's exactly the same and calculate it. I just didn't want to deal. And yeah, this one's thinner since it only has 160 pages, and this one has 192. Weight-wise, they feel, honestly, pretty much the same. Yeah, I think so. So there's not much difference there. It's the same. So yeah, I think those are the main differences and similarities between the Rhodia Webnotebook and the Quo Vadis Habana. I like them both. I personally prefer this one since it's not a standard format, and I like the cover better. It looks like higher quality to me since it has this letter texture to it, which looks really classy in my opinion. But they're both really good notebooks, and in the end, I guess it's personal preference since the paper is essentially the same. So let me know what you think, which one do you prefer. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and for more notebook videos, subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.